In this video, we're going to make a start on preparing and then installing the windscreen. Okay, so a bit of an update as to what we've done so far. I've installed the air filter housing. I put the air filter in there as well, just to see how that all fits. I'm still yet to do the exhaust system. I've got to get that sorted out. And one of the other things I have done is install the grill, put this rubber strip around the outside, and then put the badge on the front as well. Okay, so the work we need to do on this windscreen, obviously we need to just take it apart. I've purchased new rubber seals because the ones that are in there, they are a bit old and perished. I've also got a new rear vision mirror. It's not the same width, it's a smaller one, and it's actually similar to this one like that in the Morris Mini, but the mounting is designed to fit on a Moke mirror, but I'll take that off anyway, and we'll get this frame cleaned up and go from there, I guess. So the colour that this needs to be painted, you can see the silver there, that's the silver birch metallic, same colour as the wheels and also all of the dashboard assembly. So I still have 1.5 cans of that paint, so we'll be able to redo that, but we'll see how we go. There doesn't seem to be too much rust on here. There's some rust, surface rust in there, but there's no structural issues with this one, so it's a good windscreen and shouldn't be too much of an effort to get apart. So the first thing I want to do is, obviously, we'll take off that rear vision mirror. It's just one bolt underneath. And then the way you get the windscreen apart is that you need to remove this lower bar here. And you do that by removing these 2 bolts here on each side, because they actually, there's a metal bracket here and comes into like an L shape. That's what that bolts into to hold this bottom piece in place. So let's undo those and just see how things come apart. Okay, so we've got all the parts painted up now, the frame painted. I actually purchased new rubber to go in the frame. I probably could have reused the old ones and just given them a bit of a clean up. The actual rubber is okay, it's not too bad, it's not too hard or brittle or anything. So it probably was reusable. Parts of it are a bit worn on it. But because I already purchased new ones before I pulled apart the whole thing, I'm just going to go ahead and use these. They weren't too expensive to buy. They were just from one of the mini part suppliers. All right, so let's get those fitted. They need to be fitted. I believe you fit that, then put the glass in. That sounds like the logical way to do it. So let's give that a go. Okay, so with this new rubber, it actually seems, it's actually a lot not a lot narrower, a little bit narrower than the existing one. So it just kind of slides right in there easy. I was expecting to have a lot of issues getting that in, having to use silicone, lubricant. I'll probably have to do that to get the glass in there, but we'll see how we go. But that sort of slot in there fairly easily. It needs to be trimmed because it's just slightly too long, but I'll do that in a moment. So with the old rubber, like I'm just trying to work out the best way to do this. The piece that goes in that section, I haven't cut that yet. I've just put that into the frame, and the length of the existing length that it comes in sort of reaches to the end of the inside in here on both sides. So that one I haven't cut, that's just left as it came. This one I'm just going to start putting in here now. One thing I noticed on the actual rubber, even on the existing rubber, the old rubber, when these two parts join up, they're not cut at 45-degree angles. So they weren't cut. So they're just pretty much straight edges. So I don't know how and the best way to make this not allow water to get through. I guess it's Moke, it doesn't matter anyway. All right, so I've got that new piece of rubber just sitting in there. It goes in nice and easy. I thought it'd be more of a struggle. When I'm putting it in, I've got a bit of a gap here now. It's just the way it's stretched and end up stretching here. So I've got that much, about that much left, about 10 centimeters. I'm not going to cut that yet. I'm actually just going to pull it out again, redo it, just so I've got more here at that end, because it's there's a bit of a gap. It's not much, it's about 5 mil. So the gap at this end I want to fix up. Okay, so I've refitted the rubber. I've trimmed a bit off the end of that piece, but not much at all. And the one that runs inside there, I've trimmed nothing off it at all, and just got the extra ends to go into the sides here, just so that bits, you can see rubber in those bits. I might need to trim that down a little bit more, but what I'll do first is fit the glass piece into the top of the frame and just see how that fits, and then that piece can go in last. So it sort of seems like it's pretty much sitting in there. It may still need to be manoeuvred a bit just to get it right in there if it needs to go any more. But it seems like it's okay. All right, so what I want to do now is just try working on this bottom piece and just see how that fits. There's the bolt holes here that need to line up. So again, I'll put some glass cleaner on that just to sort of help things out a bit. So just based on that alone, the glass needs to move down because these holes they're out at least by 1 centimetre. So I'll just keep working on that, jiggling it, trying to get it into position. All right, so I've got that all fitted in there now. There's some bolts on the end. I found it easier, sort of, just be careful when you do this. Lever a screwdriver in that hole to sort of help it push that panel into there. And then you can get that bolt in Once that bolt's in, you just need to give it a bit of a tighten up. Do that to both sides. So this is the bolt, there's two holes here. This is the bolt that stays in the center. It just bolts that piece into the actual main frame. So I'll do up both of them and then we are ready to install it. I've got the rear view mirror. I'll put that on afterwards, not now. Okay, so we've got that installed now. I just want to give it a bit of a clean up because there's a few streaks on there, even though it was cleaned with glass cleaner. Okay, so let's have a look at these wipers. I mentioned in one of the previous videos I didn't think they were the correct ones, but because the Moke wipers need to be completely flat. But this is what I've got to work with, so we'll try them and just see how they do actually fit and if they are any good. Otherwise we will, guess we can't return them because we've opened them up, but they can be saved just to use on another project. Okay, we'll just see how they fit. Okay, so let's try them out and just see how things go. Just put a bit of water on there first. It would be nice to have that auto park working, but I think that's good enough for registration purposes. Okay, so the last piece of the puzzle to install is this mirror. This is one I think I got from Mini Sport Australia. I think that's the only one you can get. So it's designed to sort of just bolt in on there, obviously adjust it a bit. So there's not that many. It's a shame the original mirror was not in good condition. The plastic had all sort of deteriorated, and the glasses are actually cracked as well. So this one is obviously a bit narrower, so it's the same sort of size what's in the Mini, but it will do its purpose. I've got side mirrors to put on as well, so that will sort of help. It's hard to know how to have this adjusted until you're on the road, but I'll sort of just put it where I think, and then tighten it up. Alright, one other thing I want to point out, these clips for the canopy, I just ended up just leaving them all on because depending on what my options are with canopies, that might get revisited at another date. This whole windscreen might come off and I'll sort it out then, but for now that will do. I think that's it. So alright, so I'll leave it there, and thanks for watching my videos.